Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you could join me today. In today's video, I'm making something I've had on my wish list for a while. A cute little coin purse inspired by Feng Shui. Some people call it prosperity purse, others know it as the lucky wallet. Either way, it's believed to attract wealth and prosperity, bring in good vibes, attract wealth, and protect you from financial losses. This is a quick project that requires no sewing or lining. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here's what you'll need for this project. A 4mm golden knitting yarn. Now, I'll be honest, I find this yarn a bit rough on the skin. But I just couldn't resist the elegant look it adds to the purse, so I'm gonna stick with it. Then you need a 4mm cotton yarn in red or any color you like for the purse, a light gold kiss lock purse frame, a 3.25mm crochet hook, a round cut plastic canvas to match the frame's shape. This part is totally optional, but I like to use it at the bottom to help the purse hold its shape. Without it, the base can turn a bit floppy. Apart from these, you'll need a pair of scissors, a needle, and a crochet stitch marker. Let's start by making the base of the purse, which is a simple round coaster that matches the size of the purse frame. So, for the first round, make a magic ring, then chain 2 and work 8 double crochets into the magic ring. Pull the magic ring tight and slip stitch into the first double crochet to end the round. To begin the next round, chain 2, then make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Continue by making 2 double crochets in each of the remaining 7 stitches. The general rule for making a coaster is to increase stitches evenly in every round. Since I started with 8 double crochets in my magic ring, I'll be adding 8 stitches in every round. That means by the end of this round, I should have a total of 8 plus 8, that is 16 stitches. Slip stitch into the first double crochet to end your second round. To begin the third round, chain 2, then work a double crochet into the same stitch. And 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Then a double crochet in the next stitch and 2 double crochets in the following one. Repeat the pattern by making 1 double crochet in the first stitch, then 2 double crochets in the next. Continue this pattern around until you have 24 stitches in total. As usual, you will slip stitch into the first double crochet to finish this round. Continue to make 8 increases in round 4. Starting with the chain 2, you will work a double crochet into the same stitch, then a double crochet into the next stitch, then 2 double crochets into the following stitch. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochet until you have 32 stitches. End the round with a slip stitch. Continue the previous pattern for the next 2 rounds 5 and 6, adding 8 increases in each. That means for round 5, work 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, leading to a total of 40 stitches. And for round 6, work 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, leading to a total of 48 stitches. If you lose track of the pattern, just check the instructions on the right hand side. Finish the last 2 rounds and I'll meet you once you're done. Okay, so I've crocheted all 6 rounds. Now let's check the size against the frame to see if they match. I'm just gently pressing the edges into the frame's groove. At first it seemed a little too big, but once I stretched it into place, it actually starts to sit quite nicely. If you're not using the plastic mesh, you only need 1 coaster. So don't cut the yarn like I'm showing in the video and jump straight to the next chapter for the body. However, if you're using the mesh, you'll need to make 2 of these coaster pieces. The working coaster still has yarn attached to it, will go at the bottom of the purse. The other coaster will go inside the purse to hide the mesh, so we don't need a fabric lining. Pause the video here and come back once you have both coasters ready so we can go through the assembly steps together. So once both your coasters are ready, lay the working coaster at the bottom. Then place the plastic mesh on top of it and lightly secure it using the yarn ends. Then place the first coaster over the mesh and secure it in place using the yarn ends as well. Either sew in the remaining yarn ends to hide them neatly, or you can knot them together and tuck them in between the layers. Let's move on to the body. Bring in the golden yarn and slip stitch to join. Then chain 1. Keep the red yarn attached, you'll need it again in the upcoming rounds. For this round, you'll be working 1 single crochet into each stitch around, keeping a total of 48 stitches. But this time, you'll be crocheting into the back loop of the working coaster. If you're using the plastic mesh, you'll need to crochet through the back loop of the working, that's the base coaster, and both the loops of the inner coaster. So insert your hook into the back loop of the base coaster first. then into both the loops of the inner coaster and make a single crochet, like so. If you're not using a plastic mesh and only have the working coaster, simply crochet into the back loop of each stitch. This will create a slight ridge at the base and start shaping the purse into a cylinder. At the end of this round, slip stitch red yarn in and pull the golden yarn tight. The next 2 rounds will be worked in red. You'll notice that the right side of your work forms the base, while the wrong side will sit on the inside of the purse. To begin the next round, chain 2. I'm going to crochet each red round around the golden yarn, meaning I'll hold the golden yarn along the stitches and crochet over it using the red yarn. This is because double crochets can be a bit airy, and without extra support, the purse might turn out floppy. By keeping the golden yarn running through, I'll be able to tighten or loosen the round at the end to help the purse hold its shape. I'll show you what I mean once we finish this round. Coming back to the pattern for this round, after you have chained 2, work a double crochet in each stitch around, crocheting over the golden yarn. When you reach the end, slip stitch into the first double crochet. Round 9 is the same as round 8. Start with chain 2, then work a double crochet into each stitch around over the golden yarn. Oh, actually, before I do my next round, I wanted to show you this. If I pull the golden yarn too tight, the previous round folds inwards, which we don't want. But if it's too loose, the purse starts to lose its shape. My goal is to keep the purse looking nice and even, with a smooth cylindrical shape that holds well, especially since I'm not using a fabric lining. So this is how I'm going to gently adjust the tension on the golden yarn, tightening or loosening it just enough until the purse sits perfectly without any folds or gaps. This step is crucial, so take your time to find the tension that feels right for you. Coming back to the pattern, you'll be working 2 rounds with red yarn, of which we've just finished the first one, round 8. Now continue with round 9 the same way you did round 8. Pause the video here and meet me once you've completed round 9. After finishing round 9 with the slip stitch, be sure to adjust the tension of the golden yarn again. Then switch to golden yarn for round 10. Chain 1, then work a single crochet into each of the stitch around. You can work this round over the red yarn if you like, but it's completely optional. Continue working one single crochet in each stitch around maintaining a total of 48 stitches. Slip stitch to end this round and slip in red yarn. The next rounds simply repeat rounds 8, 9 and 10. That means 2 rounds of double crochets in red over the golden yarn, then 1 round of single crochet in golden. Continue the pattern 2 more times or until your purse is as tall as you like it to be. I'll meet you at the end of the final round, that is after round 16. This is my final piece. I ended up with a total of 6 rounds of red double crochets and 4 rounds of golden single crochets, including round 7. Since I crocheted my last round over the red yarn, I'm going to cut the end. If you haven't been working over it, you can leave the tail and weave it in later. Now it's time to attach the frame to the purse. I'll leave a long enough tail for sewing, then thread the yarn through a needle. To attach the purse to the frame, start by counting the stitches on your purse and the holes on the frame. My purse has 48 stitches and my frame has 23 holes on each side, so 46 holes in total. Each hinge on the frame takes up the space of about 2 stitches, so you'll need to skip those stitches when sewing. To make it easier, I'll be placing stitch markers around those 2 corner stitches. So now, if I subtract 4 stitches for the hinges, I'm left with 44 stitches to match up with 46 stitches. To fix this, I'll locate the center hole on my frame and leave it unsewn so that everything lines up evenly. Once you've figured out the corners and the main sewing points, insert the needle through the first stitch and the first hole in the frame through the inside. Take extra care with this step as it's the key to attaching the frame correctly. Next, go through the next hole through the outside. And into the next stitch. Into the next stitch and the next hole through the inside. Then the next hole and the next stitch through the outside. Keep repeating this all the way around, skipping the stitches where the hinges are. After attaching the frame, securely sew the yarn tail. And that's it. Your handmade Feng Shui coin purse is ready. I hope you enjoyed making it as much as I did. There's quite a magic in creating something with your own hands, especially when it carries meaning and intention. If you liked this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more crafty videos, and let me know in the comments how yours turned out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!